It was alleged that the deceased died as a result of falling from the 10th floor of the apartment building, allegedly from a housing unit that was occupied by one Lawrence Njuguna, alias DJ Fatso. That was on the 10th floor. The purpose of this visit to the scene was to do a crime scene reconstruction and try to bring to sense the events that might have happened at the time of the death of the deceased person, Your Honor. The unit of interest was at the 10th floor, and it was a 2-bedroom unit with the master bedroom en suite. And at the time of this visit, the crime scene had already been released to the users following the initial investigation that was done on the date the deceased died. It is also worth noting that the point of impact on the ground had already been cleaned up. However, traces of blood and brain matter were recovered from the roof of the ground floor. During the crime scene reconstruction, we were able to document.
Just repeat that part.
Sorry, yeah. The point of impact on the ground floor had already been cleaned. However, traces of blood and brain matter were recovered from the roof of the ground floor above the point of impact.
You see the roof?
The scene was
Sorry, Honor? What do you mean by the roof?
Suppose the point of impact is on this table. I mean above the ceiling on the ground floor at the parking yard. Several samples from the scene and during the repeat autopsy upon exhumation of the body were taken for analysis. We were also able to take measurements of the window through which the deceased allegedly had fallen through. Again, the forensic team was also able to recover CCTV footages, and this was done by individuals from the forensic imaging and acoustic unit. The reconstruction process was documented both by notes and still photography. The photographs were taken using a camera, Nikon D7500, bearing the serial number 883-3871, and at the time of the documentation, I had attached a lens bearing the range 18 to 140 millimeters. I took photos both during the crime scene reconstruction at the apartment, as well as during the exhumation process that was done on the 31st day of March 2023 in Nakuru County at a place called Likia. I have organized the photographs into 2 batches. Batch 1 are the photographs from the crime scene reconstruction at the apartment, and batch 2 are the photos that were taken during the exhumation and autopsy process in Nakuru County, Your Honor. I'll go further and start describing the photos, and I'll start with the first batch of the photos that were taken during the crime scene reconstruction at Redwood Apartments. Photograph 1 and 2 show a general view of the apartment building that has 12 floors. Photograph 3 to 5, it's a general view of the entrance to the apartment building, and it bears the name Redwood Apartments. Photograph number 6 is a general view of the parking bay where the deceased allegedly fell. Then photograph 7 to 8 show a general view of the point of impact on the parking lot. So 7 and 8, it's a general view of the point of impact on the parking bay. Then photograph number 9 all the way to 16. This is a process of establishing the relationship between the point of impact and the spots or the positions where the body was, as well as where brain matter had been recovered during the initial crime scene documentation. Then photograph number 17 and 18 show the positions, the marked positions of the point of impact, the final resting position of the body, and positions where the pieces of brain as well as brain matter was recovered during the initial crime scene visitation, Your Honor. Your Honor, it is important to note that these positions were marked or were established upon examination of the initial photographs that were taken during the time of the incident. Yeah. Photograph number 19 shows the line of windows on the side where the guest bedroom is located, all the way from the ground floor to the upper floors. Photograph number 20, Your Honor, shows traces of brain matter and blood on the roof of the parking lot. Then photograph number 21 to 23 show the collection by swabbing of the suspected brain matter and blood stains on the roof of the parking bay. Then photograph number 24 is the main entrance into the lift lobby. Into the lift lobby, the main entrance of the apartment building. And then photograph number 25 to 27, it's a storage media that contained the CCTV footages, and this was recovered from the management office of the apartment that is located at the rooftop of the building. Photograph 28 and 29, it's a general view of the 10th floor of the building. Photograph number 30 and 31 show a general and close-up view of the entrance to apartment unit number 10M, which was occupied by one Lawrence Juguna. Photograph number 32 and 33. It's a general view of the kitchen area of the house. Photograph number 34, Your Honor, shows the dining area and the living area of the apartment unit. Photograph number 35 to 38 show the corridor that leads to the two bedrooms of the unit. The guest bedroom is on the left side and the master bedroom is on the right of the corridor. Photograph number 39 to 43, it's a general view of the master bedroom. Showing the bed space and other items therein. Then photograph number 44 to 48. It's a general view of the guest bedroom, showing the bed space and other items therein, including clothing and shoes. Photograph number 49 is a washroom that is adjacent to the guest bedroom. And then photograph number 50 and 51 show the window of the guest bedroom. Photograph number 52 to 55, the taking of the measurements of the window of the guest bedroom. And the window measured 147 centimeters by 150 centimeters, Your Honor. Then photograph number 56 to 58 shows the measurement of the opening part of that window. And then photograph number 59 and 60 shows the marking of the individual grills of that particular window, and the grills were marked from letter A all the way to K, as seen in those two photos. And then photograph number 61 all the way to photograph number 86 shows the measurement of individual grills, the sizes of individual grills of the said window. Of interest to note here, Your Honor, is that there were two larger grills that were marked using the letters C and K. So C was here and K is on this other side, and these were larger than the other grills, and each of these two grills measured 30.5 centimeters by 19 centimeters, Your Honor. And then the last photograph in that batch is a photograph of the samples or the swabs that were taken from the roof on the ground floor, Your Honor. Bearing in mind the two compartments or the two larger grills of that window could fit a person of his size, Your Honor. However, we cannot establish the circumstances preceding that fall of the deceased, Your Honor. With that, Your Honor, I would like to produce a forensic crime scene report that I have just gone through before this court, that I personally prepared, and signed, and it is dated 14th of April 2023, Your Honor, as well as the photographs that I took during the crime scene reconstruction, as well as the repeat autopsy. I would like to produce all that as evidence before this court, Your Honor. Plus the certificate affirming that I personally supervised the printing or the processing of the said photographs, and they have not been altered in whatever way, Your Honor. I visited the scene on the 10th day of March 2023, Your Honor.
Who accompanied you?
I was with a group of homicide investigators.
Let us be clear.
Yes.
Let's start at the reconstruction.
Yes,
Did you
Your Honor.
attend the reconstruction?
Yes, the homicide investigation team led by the director homicide investigations, Mr. Nyoguto, Your Honor.
And during the exhumation, who did you attend with?
The same group of homicide detectives together with their director, Your Honor.
After how long from the date of the incident?
The autopsy or the exhumation and autopsy was done on the 31st day of March. That was slightly above a month after the incident occurred, Your Honor.
For purposes of the reconstruction,
Yes, Your Honor.
how did you get entry, and were the owners of the home there present?
The management of the apartment building was present, as well as the owner of house number 10, I think 10M. Just a moment. Your Honor.
Had you been informed that you are coming?
I may not answer that because I do not have that information, Your Honor.
How did you know that this is the owner of this house?
The alleged owner was there, and as well as information given to us by the detectives from Kasarani Sub-County DCI.
You talked quite a lot in regards to a specific window.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why did you focus on this window?
Because from the information that was given during the initial investigation, it was alleged that the deceased was spending the night in that room, Your Honor.
When you say initial investigation, that is quite broad. And the breakdown, who told you yourself, or did you focus on this window?
The initial officer who visited the crime scene, our counterpart from Kasarani. Yes, Your Honor.
In particular, on this particular window, which part, because I've seen you demarcated or put them in alphabet, where was of interest, which part?
The grill marked C and K. There were two grills of a similar size. This is what I'm talking about.
Yes, show the copy.
Grill number K and C.
Are they on the same window pane? If I could ask.
No, the same window, but different sides of the window. Yes, Your Honor.
Are they of the same size?
Yes, the two measured exactly 30.5 centimeters and 19 centimeters for both of them.
When you are doing this whole process, were you all focusing or doing the same work, or there were some others doing different work when you are documenting? Because you said there were various DCI officers.
Yes, Your Honor. Each and everyone was doing their work. There were the forensic imaging and acoustic people who concentrated on the CCTVs. The other investigators concentrated on interrogations, and us plus the homicide detectives were trying to reconstruct the scene.
Now, would you know why there was need for investigations by now the second team?
Yes, from what I had gathered is that there might have been a complaint that the initial crime scene investigation was not done properly, or maybe to the satisfaction of whoever complained about that, Your Honor.
Were you given the original investigations with the initial eye?
Not much, just some information about it, Your Honor.
Documentation, the scenes, photos, and what have you. Were you given all this?
Yes, I was able to get photographs that were taken when the first responders visited the scene. That's why I was able to relate the positions of impact and the places where the brain and blood were recovered from, Your Honor.
Can you tell us the general outlook of the house when using the just general words like, was it well kept? Was it disorganized?
The room was well organized, since we were told that the room was already in use from the initial time the incident happened.
I want you to kindly take us to photo number 35.
Of the reconstruction?
Yes. Of the home, the house itself.
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you tell us what you see in that photo?
There is a corridor and a part of the dining area plus the sitting area and a portrait.
Does that portrait resemble the person you saw as the owner of that premises?
Yes, it does, Your Honor.
Now, from your reconstruction at the scene, was the point of impact and the resting point the same?
No, Your Honor. Just go back. This photo, your photograph number 17, shows the relationship between the point of impact and the spots where the brain matter was recovered from. And the point of impact was slightly away from the wall, from the wall of the building. This is the wall, and the point of impact is this marked number 3. Yes, Your Honor.
And the final resting.
Number 4 is here. Again, it's away from the point of impact, Your Honor.
Sure. Now, when you are reconstructing this, did you inquire whether there were any changes to the structure of this house and arrangement of furniture?
Yes, I did, and the alleged owner, said that the house has been like that, just that it was in use the time we visited, Your Honor.
Of importance, I
Yes,
want you to confirm that what you saw from the guest bedroom,
Yes, Your Honor.
that was photo number
Photograph number 44, 45.
Just confirm and tell the court the general outlook, where the positioning of the bed is, and whether it is horizontal to the window or...
Yes, Your Honor, the bed is next to the wall. In fact, it was touching the wall, next to the window.
That is photo number?
Photograph number 44, 45, as well as 46.
Okay. Is this window facing the front side of the apartments, the entrance?
Yes, Your Honor. It was facing the side of the gate, the entrance, the main entrance.
And that if you take us to that road, I saw a road in front,
Yes, Your Honor.
you can clearly see that window.
Yes,
Take us to the front of the building.
This is the front on this side. Yes. So the windows is on this line. Yes.
And where is the main entrance?
The main entrance is on the front of this photo.
Where now it should talk. You should tell us where it is. Or take us to the main entrance and tell us the window of the building. Tell us the window is on this side.
You mean the main gate or?
Yes, the main gate.
The main gate.
Yes.
Your Honor, this is the main gate, and slightly or directly ahead is where we found the point of impact, Your Honor.
So is it on the front part, the window, or it is behind there?
It is on the front part.
Which part? Now, just show us the complete photo. Let's go to the front. This one will be better. Yes. Tell us if that window can be seen there.
No, it cannot be seen from this side.
That was my question.
Yes, it cannot be seen from the
Cannot
road.
be seen from the road.
Yes, Your Honor.
Does this building have one block?
Yes, it is a single block, Your Honor.
It is a single block.
Yes, Your Honor.
So if we look at this photo, we are looking at photo number. Just confirm that photo.
Number 2, Your Honor.
Photo number 2. Does the balcony of house number 10 and face, can it be seen there?
No, it cannot be seen from this position, Your Honor.
The balcony also cannot be seen.
Yes, Your Honor.
Neither can the side window.
Yes, it cannot be seen from this position, Your Honor.
Now, going to now the exhumation.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh no, before we go, you told us who was doing the extraction of the CCTV?
A team from the Forensic Imaging and Acoustic Unit, Your Honor.
And now for the exhumation,
Yes,
you've told us what matters regarding to a fracture on the left knee,
yes, Your Honor.
and some issues pertaining to. No, let's just focus on the fracture on the left knee. How could you ascertain that and believe the body had been prepared for burial?
Yes, we were doing the autopsy process together with the pathologist, led by the chief government pathologist. And these are observations that he was discussing as we documented the process, Your Honor.
So when you saw the body, were there open wounds or it was being guided by other documents?
No, there were bruises. There were bruises that were very apparent, Your Honor, on the body.
How long did the process take of the exhumation and documentation and everything?
From the time we began at around 9:30 a.m., we completed the process around 2 p.m., Your Honor.
Was the family present?
Yes, Your
Or
Honor.
representative?
Yes, they were present, Your Honor.
Now, take us to photos of the sitting room and the dining area.
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell us what you can see on the table.
On photograph number 34, we can see there is a laptop, what appears to be a laptop on the table, and a glass on the dining table.
And the glass.
A glass on the dining table that contains
And this one?
yes, and a plastic soda bottle.
Completely full or not full?
Halfway full or below the halfway mark.
Okay.
Yeah.
On the sofa, what can you see on the sofa?
On the sofa there is what appears as a half jacket.
The half jacket.
Yes, Your Honor.
The distance, I've seen you taking measurements of the point of impact from the ground
Yes,
to
Your Honor.
the roof.
Yes, Your Honor.
That was the length. I believe that's photo number 3. Oh, that one.
The distance was about, on photograph number 15, it's about 10 feet. It's 10 feet diagonally.
Straight
No, diagonally.
or diagonally?
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah. This is an enhancement of that photo.
Okay, diagonally.
Yes.
It's
Yes, Your Honor. Yeah.
Now, the shoulders, you've indicated as in photo number 31.
31 of the autopsy
Yes.
photos, yes.
How was the dimensions of the shoulders?
The shoulders were about 52 centimeters.
52 centimeters.
Yes, Your Honor.
And now my final question.
Yes, Your Honor.
or not even question, clarification, the length of and the breadth of KC.
The measurements of a grill marked C and K was 30.5 centimeters by 19 centimeters for both.